What's up, everyone? Let's get started with the year of 2021 with an awesome show here in the Councilmen, episode 93. Let's do this.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This is our grand return for 2021. Back at it again. Yeah.
The return doesn't feel so grand.
Why is the
Well-
so quiet?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, good.
Now it's loud.
Yes, today, our first episode, we have everyone. We have Albert, we have Teguh, Ariq, and me, Kelvin. Yes.
Yes.
So, Albert, what are we doing today?
Yes, we are returning to the year. Well, no, we're not returning to the year 2021. We are in the year 2021 from 2020.
Albert, you just outed us for time travelers. God damn it.
Damn it, Albert! It's so hard getting into the Time Travelers Club, Bert. Damn.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
I ruined it. But yeah, no, episode 93. We'll talk about some nonsense about what has happened between the last episode to this episode. And then the main meat of the episode, we'll be talking about the spoiler review for Pixar Soul and the new DC film, Wonder Woman 1984. We'll be talking all about that. But that is what's in store for today's episode. So, yeah. If you have not seen the movie, we'll be spoiling it, but feel free to stick around for the nonsense up until then, where you can pause the podcast and watch the film first and come back to the podcast. You know what to do.
If you do, it is hearing the spoilers is great to know if you're going to be wasting your time or not, because one of the movie is definitely a waste of time.
You can tell from the title which one that is.
One of the movie
Really,
is definitely a waste of time. Alright.
We'll talk about it. I think we know where everyone pretty much stands, but yeah,
Yeah,
we'll get to
yeah.
that.
We do know that, Albert.
All right. So, I mean,
God damn it.
Today, everyone seems to be on sync. I mean, Kelvin and Ariq have a red shirt. Me and Teguh's wearing black shirt, obviously, as you can see. But yeah,
No, that's a brown shirt, Albert. What are you talking about?
it's a
Don't
black
get
shirt, but because of the
technical.
lighting. Because of the
Let's
lighting.
not get
No.
technical.
Alright.
Okay, let Albert believe what he wants to, you know?
Alright.
Yeah, sure. Alright, so what do we do now? Nonsense?
Yeah, so what have you guys been doing since we last went off air 2 weeks ago?
We've been busy ending the world, right, Kelvin?
Yes, indeed. We have
And
been
why are we
making
still
plans that
Because
are somehow
obviously
on
we're terrible
schedule.
at it.
Oh, wow. Even then.
We are not doing a very good job of it. But yeah, me and Teguh, as you know, we met finally after 3 years. Yeah, how do you like living with me for that 1 week, Teguh?
No, you were living with him. You went to
Yeah, I know. I know exactly, but still, he's living with technical still. We are living together.
Ooh.
So for that
Sleep
1
in the
week,
same bed.
You know what I think, Kelvin?
what?
You like pizza too much.
Hey man, pizzas are good. I mean, who doesn't like pizzas?
I swear,
Yeah.
in that 1 week, I ate pizza 3 times because of Kelvin.
Here. The first time, Teguh did eat before I came, which is on Christmas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then
Christmas.
in that 1 week where I stay in Teguh's place, I was like, Teguh, what's your thoughts on pizza for lunch? And he's like, sure. That happened twice. So
Like out there, who's the one who agreed to all of it, and he's like, "Oh, Kelvin keeps asking for pizzas."
Hey, man. All I ask is his thoughts on pizza for lunch.
I did have coupons, so
Yeah. Was it good? Yes, we ate Domino's. Which is funny. It's like I went to Tokyo and I think I only eat like two dish two times, right? Where it's like actual Tokyo food.
What is it? Like sushi?
technically, if you want to get really nitpicky and detailed about it, only once.
Oh, well, there you go.
What was this food?
This food is the gyukat.
Okay, all right. So now let's discuss what we ate from when Kelvin came. Okay.
All right.
Kelvin
Uh-huh.
came that same night. He met Shogo in person, who doesn't exist according to Ariq.
No, I've
No,
never-
his physical form doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, he's only
Yeah,
here. in
yeah.
spirit.
Spiritual.
Yeah.
And then we had Hiroshima style okonomiyaki, which Kelvin prefers much more over the normal the
What's the difference?
Osaka okonomiyaki.
Oh, Albert, the difference is the level of deliciousness.
Ah,
No, Teguh, care to explain? You explain
So-
it better.
If anyone's familiar with Osaka style okonomiyaki, or what we usually think of when we say okonomiyaki, it's basically just the thing where like it's the pancake with the vegetables and meat in it, right? And the the sweet sauce and the mayonnaise.
Mhm.
The difference is that one is mixed together and you get this pancake. Like thing Hiroshima style, you don't mix it; it's all layered.
You don't
And
use flour.
you don't use flour; you use noodles.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
Wait.
it ends up. So you get this. The bottommost layer is a very thin, like crepe-like thing, and then you get noodles on top of it, and then you get cabbage, and then you get your meat, and then you get a nice layer of like an egg, and then you get the sauce and cheese and whatever. Kelvin, just look for pictures.
gotcha.
Yes, that's what
I
I'm
was,
doing.
I was, I was
found it.
thinking of, I was thinking of
There,
takoyaki
there.
when you first said it, and I got confused when you said noodles.
no,
Oh wait,
yeah.
okonomiyaki. Never
Yeah,
mind. That's
this-
the one that's like
This
a pancake.
is the Hiroshima style okonomiyaki. Yes.
Find one that's like split and cut into, Kel.
Cut
I'm-
into.
Yeah, I can see it already.
Yeah,
Google.
yeah. See
Yeah, this-
how it's layered and not just a bunch of
Yeah.
flour.
Yeah,
This
there's
is-
noodles,
this is-
meat, and everything like that. And if you
Wait,
see
show me the difference. Show me the difference. With the other one.
normal okonomiyaki. Okay, remember this picture, Bert? Okay,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that-
normal
Normal.
okonomiyaki is like I don't know the ultimate pancake. No, this.
I mean,
I guess.
Normal one, yes.
practically it is more pancakey than normal one.
Yeah,
The Hiroshima
it's
one
much
is
more
not-
pancakey.
Yeah, the Hiroshima one doesn't. It's not pancakey at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
It-
which I find better because you're eating noodles, while normal okonomiyaki you're eating flour.
yeah, no, I can
Yeah, it's
imagine
like-
that. Yeah.
It's like comparing deep dish pizza with deep dish Chicago pizza versus the New York style thin pizza. You know.
I
It's
do
like
not
that.
understand that because I've only eaten
I-
normal pizza.
I kind of understand, but
Deep dish pizza is literal. Okay, deep dish pizza. The best way to describe it is if you imagine lasagna being turned to pizza. That's what it is.
That sounds awful.
No, it's a cake.
Some people like it.
basically.
Some people love it.
It's a freaking pie, Albert. That's what a deep dish is.
It's
Look-
literally a
look
pie
at that.
pizza, Yeah,
It's a freaking pie. You're eating
yeah,
bread.
literally. That's what I said. It's like lasagna. It's inside it.
yeah, honestly,
I
I am
don't-
curious to see what it tastes like. I do want to try it at
It's-
least once.
It's
I feel like-
well, it's very fulfilling. It makes it very full. It can be good. Too much can be sickening.
I can tell that by just by eating 3 of this, you'll probably be very full. 3
Very.
slices. You would be very full. Yeah.
Yeah, I once ordered like a 4-slice cut, and it's like, oh, that's already enough for me. But yeah, it's pretty good. I prefer the casuals, not casuals, original style pizza. I guess.
Casuals. The casuals, Albert. Huh?
Filthy
What are you?
casual.
What are you? Deep dish main? Huh?
That's Chicago folks, man. That's the Chicago folks. I'm not Chicago. I'm not Chicago.
My point is,
Well-
there's like like a different
What do you
region
call
type.
people
It's the
from
same food, but it's different region basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so what else did we eat, Teguh?
Okay, so that was the first night. The second day was Sunday. What did we do on Sunday?
have no
Sunday
idea.
we had pizza for lunch.
Again.
Domino's.
Yeah.
No,
we had
no. What do you mean again? This is the first
Oh,
time
yeah,
this week.
for me again. For Kelvin,
Oh,
it was
right,
the first
right.
time.
Yeah.
And then after that, for dinner, we had. This is the thing what gets iffy. I mean, sure, it was first made in Tokyo, but it's not technically Tokyo food. It's gyukatsu, which is just beef katsu, but it's
Okay.
it's a lot better than you think. Than you're probably thinking right now.
Yes.
It's
It
really
is.
good. So like, it's just like imagine like a chicken katsu is probably what you guys are most familiar with, but it's filled with a beef steak. And this particular store, they give it to you rare, and then they have like a hot plate, and you can just grill it until
Yeah,
This.
you like it.
I've had gyukatsu before. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but maybe the one that I order isn't that good.
I don't think I've
It's something
ever
like
ordered
this.
one. I've never ordered one that looks like this.
You know, from the picture, I thought it'll be crispier. It's not that crispy.
It doesn't
Not
look,
that
it doesn't look crispy at all. Well, at least this picture doesn't look very crispy.
But yeah, so that was Sunday. Monday, what did we do on Monday?
I have no idea.
Ah,
give us the highlights. Give us the highlights of what happened.
Okay.
Monday, what
On
did we-
Monday, didn't we meet Audrey?
right. Okay, so for lunch we had Korean food at Ueno Park.
Yes.
That was good. And then for dinner we had sushi at Shibuya.
We were originally going to go to a zoo in Ueno, but it
It was
closed.
closed. So
COVID. I'm guessing COVID.
I think it's just because
No,
it's the end
New
of the
Year's.
year. Yeah, New
Oh,
Year's.
okay.
Uh-huh.
we
Wait,
didn't
so
get to see
you
yeah.
guys
Santa.
you guys went during Christmas and New Year's, or
I reached there at 26.
And he left on the
Yeah.
2nd.
Yeah,
So literally in that span of time, everything was closing.
pretty much. Yeah, it was a pretty bad time for me to choose, around that dates. But screw it.
But yeah. Tuesday. What did we do? Tuesday I had to go to work. So for lunch we had Kelvin for the first time had Mexican food, right?
It's not the first time. It's more like the third time I have. Okay, fourth time I have Mexican food. The third time was pretty shit, but fourth time.
wait, is any of this times Taco Bell?
No.
Yeah,
No.
no,
Yeah.
no.
No.
Here's the thing.
The
Okay,
first and second time when I was in Osaka, yes, that was Taco Bell because. Yes, that was Taco Bell. The third time was in APU, which is like the most bullshit thing ever. I'm sorry, it is. It's like, sure. Okay, here. There was a kebab. Usually there's a food truck, right, that comes. The taco truck was a replacement for the kebab truck because the kebab truck got shut down because 3 students got food poisoning. Yeah,
That's a fair reason.
but it tastes so good. But then they replaced it with a taco truck, and dude, you know how nonsense this taco truck is? You order it, taco, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they gave you? It cost 500 yen. You know what they gave you? A styrofoam box. Inside of it is rice, meat, and the taco thing. And then you have to
Yep.
wrap it up all by yourself.
You have to assemble it. It's an IKEA taco.
IKEA taco.
Yeah.
You have to assemble it yourself.
It costs 500 yen. You eat it, you're still hungry.
Okay, it's not even. Not that big
I mean,
either.
one taco is not fulfilling.
I know. I mean, like,
burrito
I'm talking, but Albert, it's the point where remember when I ate in Pizza Marzano where my stomach was grumbling. I eat one and it's still grumbling. That's how it is. That's how bad it
Oh.
was.
Oh, wow.
And then the fourth time is with Teguh in something. I don't remember the place.
It was called. What was it called?
Something Chronicle. Yeah.
Chronic
Chronic
tacos. Chronic tacos. That's what it's called.
I think it's called Chronicle Tacos.
No, it's chronic.
Chronic.
Is it Chronic?
Chronic.
Yes.
Chronic.
That
tacos.
sounds. No, that sounds worse than I
I have
remember.
a disease. I have chronic tacos. I have chronic.
But hey,
tacos.
Kelvin, it was really good, wasn't it?
It is really good. Oh my god, it is Chronic Tacos. Damn.
Oh, wow. I think the idea is like after you ate there, you'll just have this syndrome where you just want tacos and it's called chronic tacos.
Chronic Tacos.
So
Tacos.
the best parts of your trip are the foods. Is that what you're saying?
Of course.
Is there
Yes,
anything
of
you want to
course.
discuss other than food? You're not gonna discuss the void list that is Shogo. You're not gonna
Okay,
mention
so
What
that
that
about
was
alignment.
on Wednesday.
what
That was
about
on
the
Wednesday. So on
Joker?
Wednesday,
Okay.
Kelvin, Audrey, and I went to the aquarium, not the aquarium.
Real quick, Audrey is a friend of ours from high school. If anyone's wondering.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we went to like this, like it's kind of like SeaWorld, but on a much smaller scale.
very small.
Like
Yeah,
we went there, and we went there. We were expecting to spend at least half the day there. No, we spent like 3 hours there, and we actually ran out of exhibits to look at.
Yep. It's that
Um,
small.
and then we finished, right? So and then we're like, huh, what do we do now? And then we're like, well, we're halfway to Yokohama. Let's go there. And so we went down, which is like, I guess in the Indonesian sense, it's basically like we're in Tokyo and we just said, you know what, we're already halfway to Bandung. Let's just go to Bandung.
Yeah.
Except Yokohama is closer to the ocean. So, yeah, so we went down to Yokohama and then we got on the train. I'm like, wait a minute, Shogo lives in Yokohama. It's like, Shogo, what are you doing? And he's like, playing Sekiro again. We're heading to Yokohama, and he's like, okay. How quickly can you get to Chinatown? He's like, 45 minutes. See you in an hour. And behold, Shogo appeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely unplanned. And then we had Kelvin and I had some nice
Tendon Tenya and Shake Shack.
oh yeah, lunch was 10 on 10, yeah. I don't know, we had what's bao in English?
Oh, meat bun,
Or meat bun.
It's meat bun. It's my meat bun.
right?
Okay, yeah, we had meat buns from Chinatown, which was really good.
Your
And then
pictures.
we walked all the way and we had Shake Shack.
That was the first time a shack shake my shack.
That was the first time Kelvin got his shack shook, and he enjoyed it, as expensive as it was.
What the hell?
Shaq O'Neal got shook.
And then on Thursday, we did absolutely nothing and we had pizza again.
Yes.
And
And
for dinner,
go on. For dinner,
we were I was going to take Kelvin to this like steak rice bowl place, which is really good. So we walked there, closed. So
because
what now?
Thursday is in, by the way, what's the
It
name?
was the 31st.
31st. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
So we headed back, and then there was this gyoza place open, and we got there, and they're like, last orders at 9:30, and it was like 9:15, and we're like, and the shop closed at 10, and they're like,
Yeah, we
well,
can do it.
technically we can still take you, but you only have 15 minutes to order. Is that okay? And we're like, yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it. So yeah, we had there, and then I think it was Kelvin's first time eating horse sashimi.
Yeah, we ate horse.
Horse. Sashimi.
Yes.
With some gyoza and some motsunabe, which is, how would you describe motsunabe?
I don't know how to describe it.
Intestine hot pot, I would say.
That sounds disgusting, but yes.
But it's really good, okay? It's really
It's okay,
good.
Fred. After you heard that, you're not gonna be hungry anymore. You
Yep.
got intestine.
Intestine hot pots, Red Love.
Yeah, that was really good. And then Kelvin insisted we drink, but I'm like, no, I have to drive tomorrow. I'm gonna sleep early, so I slept early.
We actually slept before midnight. We slept
Yeah,
at 11:30.
We didn't do the countdown.
Wait, that's allowed?
I had to drive, Albert.
I'm just
Damn.
messing.
Because the next day we went all the way to Nikko, which is up north. Like it's a 2-hour and 30-minute drive from Tokyo.
Yeah,
So there were 5 of us. We met 2 of Audrey's friends.
friends.
and
Yeah.
we went all the
Honestly,
way there.
oh, we went there. Everyone was like, "Wow, so beautiful." Then I'm like, "This is what I see every day."
I know, right? Kelvin.
I wasn't impressed because the view was mountain, and basically my campus is on a mountain. So every time I go up, I saw mountain for like 3 years.
Just another mountain.
Fair enough.
Honestly,
Yeah.
when we reach the mountain thing, it's like it's not that exciting because it's just a temple, and temples are not that fun. It's just you look, you appreciate it, and you go home.
Yep. The thing is, we
Yeah.
accidentally spent. We didn't
Not wrong.
accidentally. We ended up buying the ticket because of.
Yeah, we went in just because we are never gonna go here again, so might as well just get the full
I mean,
experience.
I might go again, but Kelvin's probably
Well,
not. Yeah.
I'm not.
So went there. We had soba for we had Kelvin had hot noodles, right? I had cold noodles for lunch.
Like who orders cold noodles in the freaking cold?
Me
Well, what are you doing?
enjoying my meal. That's what.
No, you're getting cold. That's what you're doing.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then we drove up the mountain to a lake. It was so windy. The lake had ocean waves.
Yeah. If
And then
Teguh
we
didn't
were-
tell me it was a lake, I would have thought that was connected to the ocean.
I mean, like. Oh, okay. Like it's
Yeah.
just like big, like.
Yeah. So we went there, took some photos, and we wanted to go further up the mountain. But then the sign was like, from this point on, road closed, and it was all just snow. So we're like, yeah.
This
no.
is the lake that
Yeah, that's the
me
lake.
and this is the lake that we went to.
It's really
pretty-
nice.
It's really nice, yeah. It would have been
Pretty-
nice if it wasn't freaking winter.
Is it covered in snow when you get?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Or was it?
It was snow and it was really windy. Like that,
You-
the water
you-
was not that calm.
You saw our picture on Instagram? That was with a lot of pain.
I saw I saw a different picture on Instagram where you're dancing on a staircase, but
Oh yeah, we did that on Tuesday as well.
Oh yeah. Wait, actually, let me find that picture.
you're gonna go.
Remember, okay, we're plugging it now. Follow him on Instagram because there's photos.
Not now, please. Contain yourself, Instagram.
What does the caption say?
Kimi no Joka, which means your Joker.
If our
Yeah.
fans recognize it, those are the
I love
Kimi no
I love
Na
how good the
players.
Photoshop is that you get make it even like it looks like there's no Photoshop there, you know? How
yeah,
seamless
yeah,
that is.
yeah. It's like the day before, I was like, "Hey, you should go to the Kimino Dawas. There's a do the Joker." That's it. I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." So you guys actually did it. I've never been so proud.
And we taken a step further by making two of me doing the Joker dance.
I almost forgot about
All the
that. I
Kimi no Na
almost,
upstairs.
we
Yeah.
almost missed the opportunity to do this. This is greatness.
This is probably my best post ever on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah, that was on
Yeah.
Tuesday. But yeah, so Friday,
Yeah.
Nico, we went back and then we had Korean food for dinner. We were gonna have jibachan. Kelvin, show a picture of jibachan.
Fine.
Which is just this karaage place, and they serve the karaage to you on a boat. It's really good, really cheap, but you really shouldn't go there if you're less than 4 people.
Dude, look the amount of karages. Damn.
They serve it to you on a
Wow.
boat. Or a picture with people in it so that you can see just how big that boat is.
The first picture of people on
With
it.
human.
No. There's one below. Go down. Yeah, that one on the left. Up, no, left.
There's literally a picture on the top of a
Yeah,
boat
there.
thing.
That's how big it is. And
Yeah.
that boat, and there's nothing. It's not like cabbage or anything underneath all that karaage. It's all karaage.
Yeah.
I bet your friend's pretty jealous, Kelv.
What?
We wanted to go there.
Your
Yeah, we didn't go there.
Your karaage loving friend's pretty jealous.
Oh, right. Yeah, probably. Screw that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the place was closed, so we ended up having Korean. And I broke my one rule of never mixing soju and makgeolli together, but I didn't drink too much, so it was fine.
Soju and makgeolli is Korean drinks. Like
Korean-
alcoholic drinks.
Very important. If you guys want to get drunk, never mix whatever the fuck those two is.
No, if you want to get drunk,
Yeah, if you want to get drunk.
mix those two.
All right. If you guys want to have a bad time, you mix them.
because the worst experience
How
I've
many
had with
percent
alcohol
is
was
it?
with that. No, it's that's the thing. Soju is only 16%, and makgeolli is only like 9, right?
Yeah.
But the first time I had those two together, I was at a Korean restaurant, of course. This was like a couple years ago on my friend's birthday. I had a whole glass of the makgeolli, and I had 8 shots of soju. I ended up having to sit in front of the restaurant, like there was a waiting bench. I had to sit there for 15 minutes before I could walk again.
Well,
Um,
just a real quick tangent while I still remember this. And my cousin's never gonna watch this, and he told me this story the other day. So apparently, I didn't know this. You know how like usually like what vodka is like how many percent? Like it doesn't even reach like 50, right?
no, it's 14.
And like
40
40, right?
usually.
Hand sanitizer is like 75% or 70, right? He told me that there is a liquor in the States because he uses it in the States. There's a liquor in the States that's like 95%. I'm like, that'll freaking kill you. What the hell? And it's like, yeah, I used to buy that. I'm like, wait, what? Oh yeah, there's like, I'm surprised that there's such thing exists. But yeah, anyway, that's insane that they said like 95%.
5, 10.
Dude, there
Isn't
were-
the 95% are those things where they can
I
set
mean,
it on
pretty
fire?
sure- I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
cannot drink it straight up, but yeah, that's crazy shit.
Yeah, it is.
That's rubbing alcohol.
It
I know, right?
basically is.
Literally, dude. If
Like,
you,
dude,
if you have a cut, you pour it on it, it automatically dries up.
Like the alcohol
Yeah.
you use to like disinfect, like for hand sanitizer and disinfecting, that's 70% to 75%.
No,
Like,
I've never heard 95 in my life.
It's 95 for a drink.
well,
You die, dude.
I've actually heard of it in a documentary somewhere, but yeah, I know. So I know it exists. What the hell? Somebody actually drunk it.
but yeah, and then the next day it was already a second, so Kelvin had to go, and we had Hiroshima okonomiyaki again.
We ended the same way we started.
Deliciously, that's how.
Actually, the we couldn't go to the same place, so it was actually a bit worse, but it's good. So yeah, that's the adventures of me and Teguh.
All right,
Real quick before we tangent, how far is Kelvin from Teguh now?
I don't know how far.
How far away are we?
I'm gonna
We're
go
very
quick.
far away.
The intestine hot pot.
It's how long is it by plane, Cal? An hour
It's
and
like
a half.
about wait here. Let me just show a map. Can you guys see my mouse or
You
not?
can see.
Yeah, we can see your
Yeah.
face.
So basically, I live here, Oita.
Bottom left of Japan, yeah.
Yeah, at the south of Japan, basically. But yeah, bottom left, and then Teguh lives
South.
around here in Kanto,
Kanto?
in Tokyo.
Kanto!
Yeah,
Where's
he's in the
Johto?
starting region. He's a noob to the
Where's the
starting region.
Where's Johto region?
Johto is not real. It's all
Ooh.
part of your imagination.
Kinky.
Well, Sinnoh is real. Sinnoh is literally that thing on the top, you know? That is
So Kelvin
Sinnoh
is
region.
is that an hour
That thing
and
on
a
the
half
top
away?
is bloody cold.
It's almost 2 hours. That's all I know.
It's
The
Sinnoh,
plane.
Sinnoh region.
Yeah. It's quite far. Me and Teguh is quite far.
Pretty
No,
far.
you know what I realized now?
What?
Sinnoh region is much bigger than Kanto region. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Far.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, just look at it.
Okay.
I never realized it.
Okay, Albert.
Pokemon top. Pokemon top of the
But
day.
hey, Kelvin, think of it this way: because we went to Nikko, alright? You didn't just
Yeah.
go to the Kanto region; you went to the Tohoku region as well. You visited 2 prefectures in one trip.
Oh right. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool, I guess.
Yes, Mr. Local Boy. It's not really international because
It's the local, Mr.
Actually,
Kelvin.
Mr. Local White.
Mr. Local Wine. The only thing
Kel-
actually international is this boy up here because he has made it all the way back from America to Indonesia.
This dude, are you kidding me? He's been to Europe.
That is true.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, no,
Yeah.
I mean like recently.
I've never been to
Came back.
Japan. I've been to the airport like 7 times. Never left there.
Well,
Airport.
well, Albert,
meant
let's not get
recently
bogged
you
down on
just
the
came
details,
back.
but you did land in Japan.
I did,
And it's like,
but I've
your
never
friends-
explored the country. That's how sad it is.
hey, when you explore the airport,
It's okay, Bert. You don't have
By the
to.
way, Kelvin, apparently you live in the Hoenn region. I just found that out. Cool.
Well,
Cool.
Yeah, I catch. What do you think my major is? Pokemon Master.
Technically, you're not in your master's degree yet. You're Pokemon bachelor or something.
Well,
Oh my
no. If you become a Pokemon trainer, you directly go to the master's degree.
Oh,
It's not
Yeah,
Pokemon
there's no
bachelors.
bachelor's, it's just like
It's Pokemon masters directly.
training master. So
Exactly.
interesting education system there, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyway, Ariq,
Alright.
anything interesting happened to you?
Well, we could discuss about us, but okay, we're only gonna explain for like about 3 minutes. These guys took 30
Yeah, pretty
minutes.
much. When
to
there's
talk
not
about,
much.
literally
Yeah,
to talk
they
about
30
food.
minutes.
To talk about food, not really the travel, just the food. The travel is like we went here. There,
The travel is pretty. The travel is
Yeah.
meh. The food is really good.
The food is just like, oh, so we ate this dumpling platter or whatever. I don't even know the name of it. But it's like only food. So basically, we were supposed to meet up with I was supposed to meet up with Albert on the 27th, a day after you guys meet up. But apparently, Albert still stayed in Bali for an
Mhm,
extra
yep.
day. So yeah, no, I told. So when our friend said like, Rick, just come over here, I'm like, no, I don't want to. Albert was in Bali. And I was just like, okay, whatever. So I canceled that one, and we met up again. When did we meet up again? Later. Was at the end of the
yeah.
was at the end of the year. No, we met up again on like the 30th,
I think it was
31st.
like on the third. I think it was on the third or something. It's after New Year's.
Was it after New Year's? Alright, so we went
Yeah,
up
it's
later
after-
again at
Mhm.
a new restaurant in Villa Duda, but how would I know? They have like 10 new restaurants every like 5 minutes.
Pretty
So,
much.
so like, they're like, yeah, we'll go to this restaurant. What is it called? It's called Yamana. Honestly,
Yeah.
dude,
Come on.
so I finally like got out of the house in the lockdown, and actually ended up finally meeting our friends after. When was the last time? Kel, you were there when we were in Albert's house, and I had to put Stefan in the back of my car, in the trunk.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Yeah, it was.
I was there, yeah.
That was the last time I met everyone, and then finally meet everyone again. It's been like over a year, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's when we finally meet up. Granted, it was only for like a few hours, and the food that we had isn't exactly much to show for. Like I had spicy spaghetti, man. Like,
Spicy spaghetti.
I just said chicken,
Spaghetti.
pretty much.
Spicy
and
spaghetti.
Albert had local
You
chicken.
had the spicy aglio olio. That's what you had.
It wasn't. It didn't say it was spicy. It said tuna. Like, yeah, I didn't know tuna was spicy. Did you fish tuna out of the water? Eat them like that shit hot. I don't think so.
Never. Maybe they
That's
feed,
hot.
they feed the tuna. They feed the tuna chili,
No.
pepper, and then the tuna become hot by default.
Vic, it's more like eat the tuna. That's
Oh.
hot. That's hot.
Oh,
Like
That's
like a
hot.
certain Smith that used to say that.
Yes.
but so yeah,
Alright.
just that. Then we just
But
had
yeah,
a
we meet up there. We just talk, hang out with all of our other friends.
I forgot. Yeah,
Right?
I think,
All of them former members of the movie, bro, and that was the thing.
yeah.
Yep.
And what is it? Do I remember like one of our friend Elita? She appeared like late. She appeared like what 3 p.m. She appeared late,
Yeah.
like an hour after everyone ate.
No,
Apparently,
that
like,
sounds about right.
Wait,
got
an
stuck
hour
in
after
traffic.
everyone ate? Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
She
just
got
kind of
stuck in
like gone
traffic.
from. We just kind of like loitered there.
Where did she come from?
I don't know. She was like from her way from like
She's
an
from Punjab.
exam, wasn't it?
Oh.
No, she was from Punjab. She planned it properly. She said she planned it properly, but then you know how the Punjab have like the one way,
Yeah.
thing
Yeah,
close?
they like to close
She
the road
missed
for a while.
So she
Yeah,
had to
Yeah. That
Oh, yeah.
will screw up your plan.
That was
yeah.
screwed
No,
up.
I remember doing. Yeah, I remember doing that a long time ago. Oh. So yeah.
yeah,
And-
and then she came and we talked for a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, and to my surprise, I think when I saw Stefan again, I don't know about you, Albert, but he looks a lot skinnier than he was before.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he's
know
been working out. I know.
he
I,
was
I
training for
realize.
a tournament. I know that the tournament was canceled, but he was training for it.
I mean, he's doing martial arts the whole time. But yeah,
Yeah.
I sort of knew about that, but yeah.
He's thin now, way thinner.
He's way thinner now.
And we all get and we are all here getting fat.
Hey, it's a holiday weight. We're gonna lose it after the holiday weight, right, guys?
That's what I say every year.
That's what 2021.
That's what I say every year, Albert, and it just keeps piling on.
Remember when we said like, oh, let's get more fit for the next.
Well, we did get fit for like a month and a half, and then it gets cold for me.
Oh yeah, no, and it started raining for me, so I stopped going outside to run.
Yeah.
You also stopped going outside to run for like.
Yeah, dude. Like, it was 2019, right, or something like that. Yeah.
2019, basically.
Yeah, it's like when I get back, me and Ariq's like, oh yeah, we are going to, like do morning jogs and everything like that. We actually did it for about a month and a half.
Yeah, for a month and a half, yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Then raining season came to me, and I'm like, I can't run outside.
Raining season came, and then it gets cold here.
Winter season came to you.
I'm like, yeah, nah, screw this. I can't handle the cold.
So Albert, next time we do parkour channel, we're still fat. Nothing has changed. It's gonna be the same.
Nothing has changed.
Gonna be
the same like the second
unpublished, the never published episode of parkour.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, well, what's up with that, Albert? I pour my heart out in that series, man.
It's our Patreon exclusive.
We don't have Patreon.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. All right.
Never coming to the light of day, but yeah. No, it was nice seeing everyone again. It's been so long. It's nice seeing Ariq again.
Yeah.
Since a year ago. It feels it's still nice.
Actually, wait. Before
nothing really happened afterwards, really.
Wait,
I went to the wedding yesterday.
How did everyone celebrate their New Year? Literally on the day at midnight.
We slept. Me and
you
Teguh
guys
slept.
You guys just slept. I think I was the only one who actually still kind of celebrates. I don't know about Albert. What did you do on the 31st? Did you just sleep or?
I'm trying to remember. I remember.
Doesn't even remember.
During the New Year's, before the New Year's, I know I went to Jakarta. I'm trying to remember what I did to Jakarta. I cannot remember if that was a day where I got the swab test, which still hurts. I've gotten the swab test at least 6 times in here now. We went to Jakarta. I don't remember what we were doing, and then we went back here and celebrate New Year's while I was watching a film. I think I don't remember. It could. I think we're just me and my dad, and my mom, just watching something on TV.
Oh wow!
Literally, just like not really celebrating. We're just sitting in front of TV watching.
All right, so that means I'm practically the only one celebrating because I had like big dinners. There was a whole like teppanyaki all over my table. Or
that's
whatever.
nice.
The dinner table. The quality of the meat is kind of because my mom like just got the cheap one that was available.
Hey! Celebration is celebration.
I thought you were gonna say like, oh, hey, you're eating it for free.
Yeah, I mean, all the malls in Jakarta that day, and like up until a few days after New Year's, they're like closed at like 7. So like I had to go home early anyway. So.
Yeah.
So basically, 2020 was just not worth celebrating. So.
So yeah, that's pretty much what we've been doing in the past 2 weeks, I guess. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So now, I guess
we start talking about movies.
Let's talk about the good one first.
No,
how about that?
Wait, so we want to go with the good one and go to the bad one, or do you want to go?
No, because I feel like here's what I feel. Okay. When we talk about Soul, we are not going to talk about that long because we know it's good. But we will be talking a lot more problems in.
We will be nitpicking World War 84.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
All right. So
yeah.
So we'll start with Soul.
We're gonna talk about Star Machine. We're gonna talk about.
Yeah, let's talk Soul first, I guess.
Oh, we're gonna talk Soul.
Spoiler alert for everyone. this will
If
be
you haven't watched it, get out.
spoiler talk for Pixar Soul. Go check it out first. If not, but yeah, here it is.
Alright.
So,
So
who
Soul,
wants to say first? Go ahead.
Soul is good. Soul is Soul. Don't put me on the spotlight like that. Soul is an adult inside out. Yes. That's a weird way of phrasing it, but yes.
I wouldn't.
That's very
I wouldn't
descriptive.
agree. Personally.
Well,
I wouldn't
apart
agree
from
there.
that, it isn't, and you're very wrong.
Well, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like,
Because it's about like.
I'm
the
just
top
saying
one.
it's going into, I don't know, an adult, I guess. That sounds wrong.
No,
Why
here.
do
Soul, I said this several times. Soul is the
Think about
most
it.
adult-centric Pixar movie.
Ah,
Like the themes and the
Hmm.
story is the most adult-based out of all the Pixar films. Well, first is because the main character is an adult, which has, aside from The Incredibles, there hasn't really been like adult, like literal Monsters Inc. They're not really adult. I guess they're
How about
adult.
Up?
but not really.
he's an elderly.
He's an elderly.
Yeah.
But there is a kid.
That's
But there
a
is
whole
a kid.
different-
But there is a kid, yeah. Well, technically
Yeah,
there is
technically.
22.
Hey, he wasn't born yet. Doesn't count.
Yeah.
But
True. He's on board.
But yeah, literally, this is the most adult theme, and that's why they can explore. Literally, they explore like what is the meaning of life and what is your purpose and everything.
Pretty
then-
much, yeah.
Yeah. And what I love the most about this film is literally at the end of it. I don't know if you. I mean, I watched it twice. The second time around, I realized the message even more, and I was like, I got more moved by the message. I just like the montage when he's playing the music and seeing all the different life stage. I was like, that got to me. I was like, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
And like the whole message of slow down in life and don't always try to do everything that you think you need to do, and just like enjoy it, enjoy every single thing. I'm like, damn, that's something that we all know about, but something we just forget about it.
Cool. Yeah.
Yes, that's very powerful, like moral, like a moral. What do you call it? The moral behind the story is pretty fucking powerful. Because it's like, yeah,
Yeah, and the music is also really good.
Trent
Like-
Reznor, I think it's Ross.
All those jazz, it's jazzing. Yeah, right.
Jazzing.
It's jazzing. But here's the thing. It's really good and all, but you cannot sing along with it. So it kind of get minus point for that. But then again, you cannot
I mean,
really
the-
sing
the
along to
only-
instruments.
The only song is in credit, and I think they'll get nominated for best original song. But yeah.
Yeah, I do like the song in the credit a lot too.
Hmm.
Yeah, and Terry time is good time.
Teguh, what do you think of Soul?
I feel like it
What do you
could have been better if there wasn't the whole COVID situation.
Well, what do you
Because
mean?
like I don't know,
Explain.
like some parts of it, I mean, like it's all really good, but for some reason, some parts of it feel a bit underbaked compared to like just the story and like I don't know. Maybe I have to watch it again, but like some parts of it just feels not necessarily rushed, but under not
I think I know
explained either.
I kind of get it.
Do you feel unsatisfied with the end and how like they just solved the whole thing? He come back to Earth 22, goes through that, and then like the ending of the film is literally him stepping onto the door that ends.
Not necessarily dissatisfied, but I feel like they jumped to it too quickly. Not necessarily, because I feel like no, the pacing is correct, but there's something missing. I feel like there's just something missing, but I can't
I get that.
tell what it is.
Okay.
And I feel like they probably had it originally, but because of the whole COVID situation, they had to get rid of it. Is my guess.
Okay.
But
That
yeah.
doesn't really make sense to me, but I get your argument with the something is unsatisfied, because like I showed it to my mom and my mom is like, wait, that's it? Like what happened to 22? Or I thought they're like I thought Joe is gonna meet with whatever 22 is. It's gonna be like up like that. I'm like, yeah, I guess so, but yeah, no, it's just like that's it.
Yeah. But all in all, Soul is really good.
It's really good.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely in the top 10 for like best Pixar movies.
It's in my top 10.
Yeah,
I'll have to actually do a count
Pete Doctor is a
I'll have to like check my list to see if it
because
made
I'm
it
not
to the top
entirely
10 or
sure.
not. Yeah, I'm not
I'm
entirely
pretty sure it.
either.
I'm pretty sure it makes my top 10. I haven't really counted or checked it, but I'm pretty sure it will. There you
I
go.
have my list. I have my list.
Are you doubting yourself now, Kelvin?
I might be. Let me check.
Pete Doctor, who directed this and directed Inside Out and directed Monsters Inc. is just a master. It's just a master filmmaker, man. He's so good.
Pete Doctor is really good. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like all the voice casting too. I think Jamie Foxx was perfect for it. The one who voiced Terry, Rachel House, was great.
Oh, I love
The one who
Terry.
voiced- yeah, and
Terry's
then
good.
22 is also like Tina Fey did so well with 22, and Moonwind, Graham Norton. I was like, yes. I didn't realize Graham Norton was in the film until I watched it. I'm like, oh my god, that's Graham Norton's voice. That is so perfect, and I was like, I'm so happy with that. Yeah, the voice casting is fantastic.
Yeah.
And some of the jokes is pretty funny too. I told Calvin about this. My favorite joke is literally,
Yeah, it's a sports
and the
joke.
Knicks- and the New York Knicks lose again. I'm like, wow, they took a jab at New York Knicks. That is the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. When I was watching with Teguh, that's when we did a watch along together when we were watching the
Yeah, we were
I'm
watching
like,
together.
we know that you guys were talking about like this first joke. I'm like, okay, we just kept watching. And then when we saw like the guy's like snapped out of the focus and he falls down, I'm like, oh, that's the joke. that they were talking about.
It's funny, dude.
I didn't expect them to do the jab because like the Knicks have been one of
Yeah.
the worst teams in the game for a while. And but, like, the
Because
commentator
like, does
is the
that mean
best
that
one,
now
like, New York
22 is
Knicks
not
loses
messing with them?
again.
They're gonna start winning.
Probably.
They are,
I
they're
hope
actually winning. They are actually.
they're actually winning now. Yeah, this
Oh,
season they're actually winning.
Yeah.
This season they're actually winning. So
Wow,
maybe
no.
they stop 22 stop messing with him. You see?
Wow.
You see Seoul come out, and then New York Knicks is winning. So is there a correlation there? Maybe.
Yeah, I really enjoy the film. I like that. I thought the most of the film is gonna be existing while we're following the blue version of these characters.
Yeah, me too.
Their soul, but turns out they split it literally almost pretty equally. I think the blue version,
Yeah.
human version, and the cat. I'm like, that's nice. That's pretty nice. So yeah, I enjoy that a lot.
Yeah.
It's funny, like learning the cat and everything. My favorite, the barber's scene is pretty great. The whole
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So our consensus, yes, Soul is good.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Pretty much. Alright, so let's move on to the juicy one. Wonder Woman 84. 1984.
Wonder
Yes.
Woman is soulless. That's the
All right.
title.
Before we get to it, I mentioned before all of you guys watch it. I've seen it twice before you guys watch it, and I told you guys I think Ariq will like it the most, Teguh will like it second, and Kelvin will like it the least. Am I right with that prediction?
I
I
hate
think
it.
Kelvin hates it more than me. Yeah.
I hate it.
I don't think
How
I-
about you, Ariq?
I don't say I liked it, but I think I hate it.
He would hate-
like,
yeah,
less
Ariq would
than,
hate it
than
least.
you guys. I like it. Like I hate it not as much as you guys. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, Talbert is technically correct, but that doesn't mean many of us liked it.
None of us like it.
None of us really
None of
liked
us
it.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest. I don't hate it. I'm not a fan of it. You know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Alright, so let's start from the one that, like, no, you know what? Is okay with it the most. Albert, go ahead.
Am I the one who's okay with it the most?
Yeah,
I have a feeling.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
I mean,
Albert,
I have-
Ariq, Teguh, then me.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not that much different. This is like out of the whole, just in the bigger scope, out of the whole DCEU, this is like literally right down the middle for me, but closer to the lower half. I love the
You
first
see-
Wonder Woman movie. It's one of my favorite, if not Shazam. It's like top there. I absolutely adore that film, and I had anticipation with this film. I really enjoyed the opening scenes of this film. The Themyscira stuff was great, and then everything sort of went downhill. I do not like the cheeky sort of breaking a fourth wall a little bit moment of like she's when she's helping people in the mall and she's like she'll wink at the camera even though she's clearly winking at the kid, but she's like winking at the camera like doing that. I'm like, not a big fan of that. I didn't think any of the actions are that good. A lot of the stuff that they did, I'm just not a fan. I like Pedro Pascal, and I like Kristen Wiig's performance. I like everyone's performance actually. They're all pretty good. I think Gal Gadot did a fantastic job. But like the story is just so convoluted, and it feels long. The story feels a lot, and I don't like the resolution, and I'll get more onto it after I let everyone else talk. But yeah, overall, it just feels like a huge mess. That's like my quick consensus for now. I'll let the others talk first.
Alright.
All right. Well, moving on to me, the one who's the second most okay with it.
Yes, go ahead.
So for this context, I think I watched this before Soul. Like I watched it with Teguh on Discord.
Yeah, we did watch it before, so
So we watched it together.
Mhm.
And honestly, for the most part, we just asked, a bunch of questions and some kind of nitpicking about Wonder Woman. Okay, like the first thing we kind of like nitpicked about is the CGI of Wonder Woman. Like, I
It's
think as
bad.
the group
It's not the
described
best.
it looks like those cheap Chinese action movie flick where the people like start flying and whatnot. Not flying, like gliding. Like they move like.
Yeah, very floaty.
It's very floaty. Like, unlike the first Wonder Woman, which it felt like she actually is affected by gravity.
Yes.
Yeah, the first one it does
I
look a
think
lot
that's about
better
the
and more. I don't know, like it just looks more real, believable,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
for the most part, the story was confusing. We were like wondering, for about the stone thing. You were like, what is that? Okay, so it grants your wish, but like, what else does it do? Like it took us a while to actually understand that what the stone is and what it does. Like I don't know, it doesn't seem very clear from the get go. And
Yeah.
and like you said before, like the Themyscira part, Themyscira, I can't pronounce the name. That the
Themyscira.
beginning part was actually pretty cool. It does look pretty cool at first, but then I don't know, the movie just became like really
Kelvin
stale.
disagrees.
It's just so stale after a while. It's just like the Themyscira is like pretty good, and then literally just flatline, and then gradually get that, no, just flatline and just stale, like till the end. Like, oh, okay. And also like the villain is Cheetah, right? I guess she
Yeah.
was not really. I thought she was the main
She's-
villain.
Barbara Minerva. There is two
Yeah.
villains. It's Pedro Pascal's Maxwell Lord and Kristen Wiig.
Maxwell Lord is the main.
Is the main
Cheetah
villain.
is more of the second
Henchman.
villain.
Yeah,
Henchman,
Cheetah
yeah.
was like second character, so she didn't appear that much, so that's why I was like, oh, okay, so we're not seeing that much of an action. Always like I think the first one had more action than there was in the second.
Oh yeah,
Or at least-
definitely. In terms
Or
of
at least
film.
the action was a lot, or at least the action in the first one was like a lot cooler. So yeah, so I was like, it just looks so. Wonder Woman just looks so nerfed. It's the right way to put it.
I mean, technically she was
Technically,
nerfed
She
in the
was
movie.
nerfed, in the movie, but
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I have a quick gripe with that before we go to the other two. They said because she wished that Steve Trevor is the comeback, right? And I have a huge problem with that, with how that happened, and I'll get to it. But the fact that she lost her powers because of it, because they say that it takes away the most precious thing to them. Since when is her powers the most precious thing to her? They never
Exactly.
established that. And it suddenly becomes a thing. I was like,
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
let one of you guys talk.
go ahead.
So, for me, it's basically what Ariq said. Yeah, the CGI was jarring. I did not like some of the. I did not like. Okay, the Themyscira part, I didn't like that much. It was just meh. And then, yeah, what Ariq said, it doesn't gradually
It's
drop.
not-
It just flat lines. But then it flatlines, and then the ending it drops again for me.
It
Like-
drops beyond flatline.
It drops beyond flatline. Like,
Yeah, I don't like the ending
because
either.
the ending was just really bad. I want to say cheesy almost.
Yeah, because they want to make it like very like, oh yeah, happy ending. Everyone gets a happy ending, kinda.
Yeah,
And it just
but then
gets
it's
cheesy.
Like, and it's like, loss of truth. I renounce my wish. I renounce my wish. And I'm saying, no, not everyone in the world is like that. It's not gonna work that way. Like, and I did not like the logic or the closure in the ending, and the switch of the change of heart from Pedro Pascal was a bit too sudden,
Too drastic though.
too drastic.
Suddenly.
Like, I mean, sure, it's still kind of in character, but well, that didn't take much convincing. is kind of like what
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah.
And then I
It
still
feels
kind of
too
it's
cheap.
a minor thing, but then I'm like, wait, so what happened to the stone? Did it just kind of become the stone again? And if so, did anyone do anything about it? Because Pedro Pascal's wish was
Yeah,
so
he
that he would
renounced it.
become the stone, and then the stone kind of disintegrated and became him. But then he renounced his wish, so
Yeah.
logically the stone would just kind of become the stone again. And then what did
That
they
makes
do to
sense.
it?
I never thought of that.
I never thought of that, but that makes sense.
It's been lingering in my head since the ending.
No,
You know, I'm like,
no, that Teguh said it. What did he just like shut out the stone again? From
right?
Oh,
So
Yeah.
what the fuck happened to it?
not to mention the stone is pretty jagged the way it's shaped. And it's like,
You have to stop imagining this, Ariq.
let's not get bogged down on who had to shit what stone.
Let's move on from that. Let's focus.
Wait, I want to mention something else when I was with Teguh. We spent like 5 or minutes or more trying to figure out what airplane are they flying.
Yeah,
'Cause we're like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
jet fighter looks so familiar, but we can't tell what it is or from what time period. But then again, Teguh at the time was also complaining, what? How does that thing made it to Cairo from Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, how the hell did they fly a plane from
Where did that
DC
go?
to Cairo? In what I mean, sure, if you took a 747, you can do it, but not in a fucking fighter plane.
Let's not forget to address that it's suddenly Wonder Woman gets the power to invisible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
that-
I
that
get
is
I get it from the
annoying.
comic. I get that it's from the comic, and like, okay, that's the way how they did it though, and the way that it just feels
No.
so out of
Dude, it's
place.
like she even said it. I've not been practicing this.
I
I've only
I
done
do
this to a coffee mug,
And I
and
love
then
it.
she can suddenly do it to a freaking jet plane, huh? First try, buddy.
First try.
Yeah, the thing is,
Invisible.
like, I thought she would at least, struggle with it. Maybe the jet
Nope.
phases in and out.
The,
But no, it just.
I legit think when she's doing this, she's like, oh, maybe inside the jet is cold.
When I was watching it for the first time, when she was doing like when she said something like my father Zeus did this to hide Themyscira from the world. In my brain, I'm like, oh, they're gonna do an invincible jet. That's pretty cool. And as soon as I said that, I'm like, wait a minute, that's an awful idea. Like, that's not gonna work at all. Well, wait, they're gonna actually do an invisible jet in the film? Yikes!
So
Yeah, and at the end of it, they just threw it away.
Yeah, we don't
So-
know. I'm pretty sure they lost it. I'm pretty sure they know what it is.
They landed somewhere like, wait.
Like,
yeah, they landed somewhere. Wait, I don't know how to. Yeah, dude. Then Wonder Woman did lost her coffee mug,
Oh, she also lost the
so she lost a jet. Or maybe she goes like
Yeah, I can
beep
try
beep, beep beep,
I don't
beep
think,
beep.
I don't think jet fighters have like a key like a car does. Oh, and then
also,
also,
about the jet fighter scene, Ariq, remember we complained?
Oh, yeah.
They flew
The
through
networking.
fucking fireworks.
Fireworks.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't think that's safe at all.
Sure, fireworks are pretty and all, but that doesn't make them any more safe than flak. You're
Yes.
flying through colored flak. Like, what are you doing?
Anyway,
I
Oh.
get that Steve is from like the 1913s or whatever, but no. No.
I know, like, I understand what they're trying to do with it. They're like, oh, look at it, so beautiful. Ooh, fireworks, dur, dur. And I'm just like, that plane's supposed to be going down
Explode.
real fucking quick.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's like a lot of the stuff they do in the movie. It's like when we're watching it, it's like I mean like people call this nitpicking. It's just that we just cannot shake the details. You know, it just gets caught up in our head.
I'm like,
yeah.
I understand this.
Life is great, but it could be better.
Wonder Woman 84. No, actually, you could change it. Wonder Woman 84 is absolute shit, and it can definitely be better.
Yeah.
Calvin, let's hear your full thoughts first here, unless you're decided, sort of.
Alright,
Pretty
let's do,
much.
like, another 30-minute rant from Kelvin. Let's go.
No, pretty
I
much.
still got a lot to say.
Pretty much,
Oh.
you guys say the main point of like why I don't like it, all the floatiness of Wonder Woman, and then the the fourth wall breaking thing. That thing didn't cross my mind, but now that you mention it, yeah,
It's like
it's really
a wink
weird.
and nod kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not like she's Deadpool or anything. She's not known to break fourth wall, but no.
It's like an indirect thing, including you guys stick around till the post credit, did you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and like they also, I mean, it's pretty cool post credit scene. The Linda Carter, becoming whatever Artemis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, she literally broke the fourth wall. Like, and she winked at the camera, the same thing Wonder Woman did. Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
okay.
Yeah, pretty much you guys say what I want to say about the floatiness. It's a CGI. I don't know. The rope is just.
I
weird.
didn't have that much problem with the CGI. I don't know if I didn't notice
I
it.
don't know. Some
I didn't have-
scenes are just really off. Looks
sometimes
really.
it's not as bad, but
Yeah.
when it's noticeable, it's really noticeable.
Yes, I agree.
like when she's running.
Especially
Especially when she's running.
It's the exact same way. If you watch it side by side with in the airport battle at the end of Wonder Woman, there is a scene where she's running and like destroying some stuff like that. It's the exact same motion, and I still have problems with that. But yeah,
I don't like it.
I don't remember liking that one either. So
Yeah, honestly, as much as people like the first Wonder Woman that much, not really for me.
it's great. It's great.
I'm just okay. Yeah, and then here, the first part of Wonder Woman 84 is just the first part of the first Wonder Woman. Yes, basically, in the first Wonder Woman, Diana goes to the city. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's that? Now they flip it. Steve is like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's that? Oh, escalator.
Ooh, trash bin.
Oh, trash bin. Yeah.
What's in it? Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah. So literally there's that. So I mean I'm okay with them repeating ideas, I guess, but yeah, that's
Let's talk about something here. I sort of don't like. Well, not sort of. I just don't like the fact that literally how they decide to bring back Steve Trevor is that he is possessing another man.
Yeah, I know, right?
And like,
Yeah, that's so weird.
so
It's so
Diana
weird.
Diana is sleeping with another man without that man's consent.
No, here's the thing. Like, wait, no. Here's the thing. Is
That's
everyone
problematic.
else? When everyone else look at him, he's looking not at Steve, right? At the dude, right?
Yeah,
It's just that.
They're not
Diana.
looking at your spine, they're looking at some random dude.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's just so weird. It's just so weird.
The way how they did it is bad, and like, I heard this from a show, and they talk about this film, and it really resonates with me. I'm like, that is so true. Because to me, and I sort of agree with them, one of the best scenes, if not the best scene in the movie, is when after Diana and Steve meets for the first time and they walk in the memorial, in the Washington Memorial by the lake thingy, and then
Mhm.
Steve Trevor is looking up at the sky and looking up at the plane, the Boeing, whatever, and like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
being amazed at everything. When he's like amazed, that's like one of the best scenes in the film. And if that is your best scene in a Wonder Woman film, and not about Wonder Woman itself,
You done fucked up, boy.
that's a problem. You're doing that, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That really sums it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
it-
go ahead, Mer.
like also I have, well, first of all, okay, let's get to this first. You guys like the idea that she can fly? That
I mean,
suddenly
she can fly in the
I know she can
comics
fly
and
the
stuff,
comics.
so I'm okay with it. I just
Okay, here. I'm fine with the idea that she can fly. I don't like how she got to be able to fly.
yes,
she's
I
able
agree
to
with
fly
Teguh.
because she, yeah, it's because like she got it from, in a way she got it from Steve in a way, because like
Yeah, it's like she
Yeah.
starts.
And then,
She
no,
starts-
no,
It's
the
kinda
way she
sweet,
takes it,
kinda
right?
sweet,
Oh,
but
it's
like,
just wind and air. You just have to control it. And then she kind of like moves her hands around like a wing. That's not how fucking aerodynamics work.
You're not Aang.
Yeah, like
I
all
know,
of
so
a
Damn.
sudden
she's not Aang. You can't just like wind bend, and your fucking arms are not wings.
Like if they
You do
do
not
it,
have the aerodynamic shape to do
Yeah.
stuff like that.
no, at least they should just done it
the
something
power of
like
God.
in Superman, where he basically jumped high. Yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah.
I'm fine, right? And then because you can kind of glide with your hands by like changing your body aerodynamics by slowing the fall and like speeding up the fall, but you can't fly.
Yes. You can glide, but you can't fly.
Yes.
Yeah. I go ahead. I think I understand.
Wait, no, I can't really forgot what I was to say. I thought Teguh was still going on about it.
Here, I did not have a problem as much of like how she did the flying. I have a problem with two things. First of all, the fact that this film was scored by Hans Zimmer, and it's a great score throughout the film. Especially like, again, Temis Kerosene, I think, have fantastic music.
Mhm.
The flying scene, which again is probably one of the better scenes of the film, I would say. They didn't use Hans Zimmer to score that. Apparently, someone pointed this out. They took a music from a different film. I think it was called like Sunshine or something. I forget. You might look it up. They took this from a different film, a music piece, and they put it in the flying scene instead of using Hans Zimmer for the flying scene.
They got freaking Hans Zimmer, and you're not using Hans Zimmer. What is wrong with you?
That is a waste of money.
I
And
didn't
talent.
notice it until someone pointed out, and I'm like, that's stupid.
That's stupid. That's beyond stupid.
And then my second nitpick is that, and this affects the whole film, the fact that this is a prequel to Justice League, to BVS and everything.
Mhm.
Uh,
It is?
It's 1984. Justice League and BVS.
Oh,
takes
that
place
is
in the
true.
same day.
Yeah.
Right.
The fact that happened means that she can fly the whole time in Justice League and BVS, and she never did, and she
Yeah.
ride with them. And at one point in BVS, she was riding a commercial airplane. She was about to fly out of Gotham using Turkish freaking Airlines. When she can
Promotion.
fly the whole time.
Add promotion. We need to put
Hey, man.
Turkish Airlines in our movie.
They messed up the continuity. Oh,
Yeah, that continuity just makes no sense. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't think
that's
this
what I
far,
was
but
gonna say.
now that you mention it, yeah.
there is absolutely no reason aside from nostalgia factor that this film takes place in the 80s. Think about it. Nothing 80s is important for the story of this film.
No, they just
Anything
use.
it ruins it because the world is literally in the brink of collapse in this film. In the Middle East, there are freaking wars and everyone's rioting everywhere. The world in the brink of collapse, and like no one really talks about it. It's like as if it's shrugged off as another event. And the fact that Wonder Woman apparently is like in BVS, they say that Wonder Woman's been hiding the whole time, right? She literally speaks with everyone. I don't even know how it works. She ties the lasso to Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
and
I know.
everyone can hear her. And the fact that she speaks to everyone and no one's like, oh, who's that lady that was speaking to us? Let's look her up. No one thought of that. And Wonder Woman still is anonymous until 2016 when BBS came out. That is like, ugh.
There's this.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
go ahead.
In not BVS. No, it is BVS. Never mind. Or the Justice League. I can't remember, but there's like didn't like Bruce Wayne looked up like files of like the different heroes and like Wonder Woman but there's no mention of what happened in the 80s. They're just like, oh, she fought in World War One, that war, and that's it. What happened in the 80s? Oh, no, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, the only hint of her hiding it is in the mall fight when she destroys the webcam cameras, the CCTV. But like everything else she did is like world changing, and no one like talk about it.
It's weird. It's weird, man. It's weird.
I think everyone at the mall just saw an Amazonian flew around the fucking courtyard, lassoing people, and they're just like, "Oh wow,
Oh wow, that's what the police department have been teaching. Okay.
They're just like, "Oh wow." Anyway, Just-
Yeah, really. Yeah. Okay, here. A little bit of the nitpicking too. At the very last scene when, the one where he lassoed Maxwell's lake and everything and she's whispering, the way they shot that, I don't know, to me it feels like she's whispering to Maxwell's butt.
What the fuck?
too busy doing
No,
shit.
dude, literally, you see
That is
the
so
back of
random.
him doing this, and then the camera is like on her eye line, and then like and then you change the shot to like him, you can, and then his butt is on that eye line. So I'm like, she whispering to his butt. Then I see the lasso. I was like, oh.
But it's also like the way she does it, like in that final scene, right? Like usually in these types of action movies, usually the hero's like trying to struggle and fight like this, trying to push forward. But in that,
She's like,
just
yeah, everyone, just revoke your wish.
wish, refund, wish. She's just like sitting there, like, yes, refund, wish. I'm like, what?
Dude.
A friend
It's
of
so
mine said
lazy.
this argument, and I disagree with him. But his argument was like, it's kind of nice how she said it. She said it in the film of like, I cannot always save every time, save the world every time. Now it's your chance to save it. Like talking to Maxwell Lord, you can save the world. I'm like, okay, sure, I guess, but it still feels kind of cheap in terms of the film. It's like a cop out.
And he caused the problem in the first place, so it's not really saving the world. He's just redoing it.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
All right. So can I go to the nitpicking part now? Like
Yeah.
Go ahead.
very nitpicking part.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I ran out too.
First of all, the armor. The real armor, the real legendary armor in the movie is plot armor. Yeah. Literally. Okay? Here. She fights with Cheetah. I don't think they know how electricity works. A cable got into the water. Cheetah got shocked. She didn't.
Ariq's defense, I pointed this out.
She's
Ariq's defense
kind of scared.
was that she's the daughter of Zeus.
I guess, but it doesn't
It doesn't make sense.
And it's a cable line.
No, it's not just that, Cal. When she cut the cable line, when Cheetah cut the cable line and starts swinging, she wasn't shocked then.
Exactly. Even Cheetah is like, oh yeah,
And I told people like, oh yeah, we all know that cheetahs are invulnerable to electricity. The real life.
Yeah, here's the thing again, okay? She said to Maxwell, I want to be number one. I want to be the apex. Something like that, along that line. I think Ariq can agree on this with me. Cheetah are nowhere like the top of the, like, an apex. Not even in, like, Savannah. Not in Africa. He's not. Okay? They're not.
There's not a very long video. There's a video on YouTube made by a YouTuber named Tearzu explaining about like a tier list of cats. And he said that cheetahs are practically the weakest because they just get bullied by everyone.
Dude, cheetahs get bullied by hyenas. by lion,
by wild dogs too.
by wild dogs, by vultures. Is it an apex? No. If she mentioned, I want to be the
vultures.
yeah, because vultures are huge, and he's like, cock, cock, and he's like, oh no, run away.
Vultures are fucking scavengers.
I think the problem is more so not because of what she's saying. It's because that in comics she is cheetah, and they couldn't really figure out a way of how to turn her into cheetah. They cannot figure out what wish would.
I don't know. Say something like, I want to be the fastest.
No. The thing is, they kind of fucked it up. Like they're like, okay, wait, how do we turn her into a cheetah?
Also, she got 2 wish, didn't she?
Yeah, she got 2 wish, and also here's
No,
a.
she didn't get 2 wish. No, technically not 2 wish. Like Maxwell set the condition of everyone's wishes to give it to cheetah.
Was she?
But he's like, yeah, he's like, in exchange, I take your health, I take your whatever, and to what's her name? To cheetah,
Barbara.
Barbara, I give you like you give her your like strength rage.
That's right. You point. Yeah, he pointed that to her.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't have too much of an issue with the second wish thing, because it's technically not a wish.
Sure.
Yeah. Basically, I don't like what they say that turned her into a cheetah, and also they don't show her turning into the cheetah. She just kind of show up with.
Do you like her look?
Well, it reminds me of cats, so I do not like that. But it's definitely better than cats. That's for sure. It's just that I kind of would like to see the transformation from Barbara into cheetah. We don't get
or
it.
at least I don't have to see the full transformation. At least like a glint, like she just starts, like a hint, like she starts growing fur or something. You know, like tease it.
She starts spitting fireballs.
Yeah, like. Sure. Maybe that's the first. Maybe that's the first scene. You know, like I grant you power. Oh, furball. But I would have been honestly, guys. I would have been okay if Cheetah never turned into the furry mode.
Actually, that's the thing.
It's like Barbara
Even
Minerva.
if she didn't,
Yeah, I would have been fine just her as Barbara.
Even if she didn't change, like it wouldn't affect the story in any way. Like it's
Exactly.
She's still just a rival. That's the point.
Well,
Yeah.
she was able to destroy the wings because of her claws, but yeah.
I mean, yeah. She said, okay, here.
It's
Fine. Okay, here. Okay, another nitpick. When they were showing the armor's capability, when what's her name, Asteria was using it, and then she's like blocking all the attack from the male warriors. There's a huge hole on top. Just poke her head.
And they all have spears as well. That's
They have spears. Just throw your swords inside. Man, just like Kobe. Dead.
Is there like no archer from a rooftop that can just like
Look.
I noticed it, but I didn't bother pointing it out. I was like, yeah, it's fine.
I don't know. It's just that's just dumb. And I also hate Here's the thing. The opening scene, I'm okay with it. I don't like it that much either. I just find it very hard to believe that a girl, a toddler, beat a full-grown adult.
Oh yeah, Ariq and I were complaining about that.
I didn't have a problem with that.
for some reason she was running.
Albert, if she runs faster or as fast as those adults, her legs have to be running like fucking roadrunners. It has to be like.
It's not like it's out of nowhere. They established that in the first film that she's better.
I don't know. It's just I hate it, and it's also the only part that I like. It explains why her ass is flat because she basically slides on fucking
No,
rock.
here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. She failed the challenge because she missed one of the markers, right?
Yep.
So why is it that when she lost, they said she cheated and took a shortcut?
Because she took a shortcut.
But that's not
and
technically
not to get the
cheating.
marker.
No, because that's not technically cheating. That's failing. Because even if she didn't cheat, she would fail because she missed the fucking marker.
Yeah, that's not cheating. That's just failing. That's stupid.
Regardless,
Right?
she would just fail even if she took
Like,
a shortcut
I
or
think-
not.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
they
very
didn't-
nitpicking. It's very nitpicking. But like, they pointed out the wrong mistake.
Yeah.
I mean the what's her name? Not Antiope. Yeah, it's Antiope. She didn't know that she freaking lose her horse. She had to slide. She just assumed that he took a shortcut. So that's what she said. That.
All right, but like
What?
the thing is, they didn't have to stop her in the end. Like even if she didn't throw the spear first, she's not gonna win. But she already missed
No.
one checkpoint anyway.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Yeah.
they didn't start from there. They're like, they could just start off like, she's like, what? Why didn't I win? And it's because you missed the checkpoint.
You missed. Look at your flags, you dumbass.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
You dumb noob.
Do no one explain it to her? Like you have to reach all the marks, then it counts.
Maybe they never actually had to reach all the marks. They actually can ignore that, but nobody told them.
I don't know. Honestly, a lot of what I don't like is very nitpicky, but
it all piles up,
yeah, it all piles up, and the major thing like the floatiness and the very
I'm not
notice.
nitpicking, I just no.
The floatiness, it's yeah, like what Ariq said, like in the first one, you feel the gravity at least. This one,
Also,
no.
another nitpicky point that I pointed out to Ariq when she lassoed onto a plane, I'm like, how the fuck did she just throw a lasso faster than a plane is flying?
She's hard woman.
Albert, you can't just use that as an excuse all the time. There are laws of nature.
Wait, fine.
Happening here.
If she can throw the rope, if she can throw the rope,
Okay, Teguh, she lassoed on a lightning speed of light. If she can
I did
lasso
not
on a
like
lightning, she
that
can lasso
either.
on a plane.
I did not like that either.
I hate that too.
Like, no, but
I'm
okay.
not saying I like it, but I'm saying that it's
Right? Okay, fine. Here's the discontinuity. If she can lasso a plane and she can lasso fucking lightning, right?
Mhm.
Why can't she throw her lasso fast enough to reach Maxwell when it's all windy?
That is true.
It's just
Because it's the
like,
wind. It's not.
It's just like.
But if you're throwing it at that velocity, it doesn't fucking matter if it's windy.
Yeah, Albert. If it can catch fucking lightning, wind wouldn't affect the speed of your lasso throwing.
It's the power of the wish. I don't know. There's a small scene that I was like, imagine if this happens. When like Maxwell is talking to everyone, like with people on TV and like watching, like tell me your wish and everything. Like his son touched the monitor and it's like, I wish you were here, Dad. Imagine if when he said that, suddenly just like teleport.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking of that too. Like, well, what if when the kid said that, and then Maxwell is granting all the wish. So I thought what will happen is this: like Maxwell is like, yes, I grant all your wish. I throw my head out.
Teleport. Like,
And then he'll be like the president, like, I swear to God, I was somewhere else. Why am I here?
Now that we talk about it, it's none of the wish, like a lot of the wish that happen, doesn't really have to obey the laws of anything. They just like appear out of nowhere. Like when the guy's like, there's like the guy's like, I wish you dropped dead, and the girl just literally died. Like, I wish you could take it back or something. Or like when the guy in the Middle East, like, I wish for my land. There's literally walls coming out of the ground without any laws of physics at all.
Yep.
Why couldn't they just bring Steve Trevor back instead of putting him in someone else's body?
I know, right?
None of them obeys anything. It's just like,
Yeah, why go to the trouble of possessing if you can just bring it back?
yeah.
And then
Like bring him back naked or something, like Terminator.
that brings me the thing I didn't like about the ending, because you know how they kind of like hint that there might be some love interest between the guy that was possessed and Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
But like throughout the whole movie, Wonder Woman's like, no, I will never love again. No, I don't. Only Steve. Blah 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 blah. And then literally meets the guy. Pretty hot.
I don't think she had a crush on him. I don't think she had a crush on him.
I think she do.
Is it the same guy?
But they kind
Is
of
it the same guy
hinted.
that he possessed, or is it not?
Yeah, it is the same guy.
The same
Same guy,
that
right?
Steve possessed.
Yeah.
And the guy said, "See you around." So they're hinting towards it, that something might
Yeah.
happen, and he just no.
Well, it didn't though, because in BVS she's still single.
Yep. Well, maybe she. Yeah, true. That is true. Or maybe he died already. You know,
The guy got too
it's a
old,
long
so-
time. 1984 to BVS.
Yeah, yeah, no, like the guy's already old. He's like, yeah, no, never
Literally,
mind.
the more I think about it, the more I realize how much of a problem it is that they set it in the 80s, and like messing up all the continuity and everything. Like
Was there any
literally,
particular reason they said it in the 80s?
I think they
No.
just want to.
They
They just
wanted
want
aside
to,
to,
from like
right?
aside from like hitting on the nostalgia, like freaking Stranger Things, there's nothing important really. Like, right?
There's no significance for them putting
If you
it in
if you move if
1984.
you
You
move the
could
film
put this in
right now,
2020 and it wouldn't make a
there's no difference.
difference.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and it
Yeah.
makes more sense too, for continuity purposes. Like literally, Barbara and Pedro Pascal interacted with Diana Prince, and they know who she is, and they never question the fact why she still stays young.
Yeah.
Mm.
No,
No. This is just one of those movies where you just don't think much. You probably maybe find it okay.
Here's the thing, right? No, here's the thing. I don't think even that's possible. Because there are some movies where, like, as long as you don't think about things, you can just sit back and enjoy it. But even then, I can't. Because,
Yeah, I
again,
cannot
bad
do.
CGI, the story is kind of shit.
Mm.
So
I
even
agree.
without all these nitpicking things that we can't enjoy, I can't just turn off my brain and sit and enjoy it like a Transformers movie, which I can do. But, like,
Yeah,
with
like
this, I just can't.
yeah, Transformers, Fast and Furious, those movies I can just turn off my brain for a bit.
Yeah, because at least for those movies, like we know, like the action in there is gonna
Yeah,
be
because the
pretty
action is
epic
fun. You
and
watch it for the
everything.
spectacle. But with Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
there's nothing to enjoy.
Even the supposedly spectacle fight scene is not spectacle. She's just laying on the ground.
yeah, none of the action's really that good.
Final scene is she's just like laying on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of the actions even comes close to the No Man's Land and the battle afterwards. Like,
Yeah, and the No Man's Land scene, that was great. That was
That was-
amazing.
yeah,
That
was
was good.
freaking incredible.
Good.
Yeah.
One of the best comic book moments in history. In my opinion.
Yeah.
But, literally, the only saving grace of anything in this film is the performances. Like, I really, the only reason why the scene when Diana, what's the word? What's this something to the wish? What is it?
Revoke.
Revoke.
Yeah.
Denounce?
Renounce the
Yeah,
wish. Yeah, renounce.
Renounce the wish.
Renounce.
Yeah.
Renounce.
The reason why Diana was able to, when Diana does that after she kissed Steve, the only reason why that scene worked is because Gal Gadot performed the shit out of that scene. And like
Yeah.
Pedro
Yeah.
Pascal was having fun and doing great with the role. I thought Kristen Wiig was great and Chris Pine was great as well. But
Kristen
aside
Wiig
from
is really
that-
good.
Yeah, aside from that, there is like not much that you could like about this film, really.
Nope. Nope.
There's like
Yeah.
there's like a few scenes, but like it's just it's just a combination of stuff that doesn't work together, right? It's just like
Oh yeah, and also the scene in Egypt. Kids, there are tanks going your way.
Why
You can
the fuck
forget
are you
about the
playing-
ball, dude.
No, right?
Like I would like if I were those kids, I see a tank coming my way with like humans on top of it jumping around and shit. I would be like, ball, you stay there. I'ma get out. Okay,
Yeah,
and it's
also-
not like tanks are and those cars are silent. No, Albert.
No.
They're
They're
loud.
shooting.
They're
Why do you
shooting.
why do you have to say my name?
I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't say anything. They just want to blame Albert.
I was just about to say there was like a small civilization or a town or whatever there, and like everyone clearly sees that two kids are about to get fucking hit and run by a bunch of trucks, and Wonder Woman came out of nowhere and saved them, and then none of them's like, oh, who's that lady? It's like,
Yeah, all the parents are like, yeah, let them kids die. You know, it's what they do.
like, no, like the parents go to the kids, but no one literally follow Wonder Woman's like, oh my god, someone just lassoed the shit out of them. They just like, oh, okay, what about the kids? Like they ignored a woman in red, blue, and gold outfit that just
No,
literally
they're
saved their
not
kids.
look at her because she's too haram.
But yeah, Those kids are
Yeah.
idiots.
Also, the fact that the nuclear torpedoes appear out of nowhere and the government is like, oh yeah, it just vanished. Let's not worry about where it went.
Nothing to worry
Just
about. Let's
gone.
just.
It's just gone. Nothing. Let's not look for it.
Yeah, and then they're like, all right, I guess we're at peace with Russia again. What?
I know, right?
And
No. Okay, go on, go.
the whole premise of the Cold War, all right, was build more nukes so that you can't nuke each other. So why the fuck is it that when America started building a shit ton of nukes, Russia was like, launch?
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
That makes no fucking sense. Why? That does not follow mutually assured destruction.
Well, also, wait. I'm kind of here. The things that vanish are the things that they wish for, right?
Yeah.
So, what if they launch the nukes that it's not part of the wish?
Well, shit.
I don't know.
There's a one stray nuke just hit somewhere in Siberia, and you're just like, oh shit. That wasn't part
Oh,
of the wish.
damn. That's not
That
part
was
of the
the-
wish.
that one
Whoopsie.
Like, that one didn't come from Wish.com. That was actually one of ours. Oh. Dash.
Also, like, what if, like, remember again? We mentioned this. I mentioned it. The guy who wished the other lady, "I hope you drop dead," and she was dying. Imagine, like, she's already dead. How did you denounce that? Did she come
Yeah,
back
I
to
know,
life?
right?
Come back to life again. Did she
Yeah.
come back to life in a different body as well?
Come back.
Like Eve.
No, you know, like Jerry came over and was like, you need to go back. Drink. Here you go.
Oh, yeah, Jerry.
the
Oh, it's all
wrong
connected
crowd.
to this.
Is it the head of the-
No, Terry was like, there's one too many.
There's one too.
Jerry.
Yeah. Honestly,
The whole wish
No.
concept is just too. It's just too. Yeah.
I just don't like the whole wish concept. It's honestly just too. I don't know. It's too much bullshit for me to handle up. Like,
Also-
yeah.
Also,
Almost-
Kelvin, you go ahead, Ariq. Sorry.
I was gonna say the note is like almost like Transformers have like better logic than this, and that movie is not known for logic at all.
If Transformers better logic than your movie,
You fucked
You
up.
are beyond nonsense. You're more nonsense than us, and it's okay
Yeah.
for us to be nonsense because we are retards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're asking a sense of disbelief that just like it's a little bit too much
yeah.
for us to be like.
Even I
for us to
believe
believe
cats
that-
more than this.
I don't. I believe this more than a literal humanoid cat. But yeah, that's
But yeah. I don't like the whole concept of the wish. Basically, it's weird.
No. I'd rather just have
Okay.
Cheetah as the main villain.
yeah. Kel, you read the comics, right, Kel? You know you're familiar with Maxwell Lord, or you not?
I kinda am, but not really at the same time. I
There's
only
no
know
reason
him.
for Maxwell Lord to. There's no reason for Pedro Pascal to be playing Maxwell Lord because Maxwell Lord is not this character in the comics at all.
It's not. I mean, like, it's, you know.
Maxwell Lord is a businessman.
Yeah.
He's literally a smart. It's like a Lex Luthor sort of, but more business centric.
I mean, like, you know, creative. You know, they I don't know, make it
There's
more
like no reason-
interesting,
there's like no
I
reason
guess.
for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, you know. I mean, I don't mind the change, I guess, but yeah. I mean, they did change Lex Luthor. Like, in what's the name? BVS, was it? Yeah.
Fair. And like in the I forgot which I think it's either the New 52 or like Brightest Day, I forgot. Like Maxwell Lord did temporarily get like not telepathic. He basically like can convince people like super persuasion basically. Like if they did that, it would have been cooler than like granting something like people.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'll be like the villain in what's the Netflix show I don't like that much? Jessica Jones.
Oh yeah, it's literally it is Kilgrave. Yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
Which is awesome. Which Kilgrave is awesome. So yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like Kilgrave makes more sense than he is. He's like, I am now the Rock. I am now the Wish granter.
So when he said that I want to be the Rock, I thought it's going to turn into a rock or something.
It's
I
like
know, that was very
it's like one thing
confusing.
Yeah.
And also the fact that he keeps on like, I need to touch more people. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I know, right? And he's like, I want to touch more people. I'm like, chill, dude. Wording. Gotta rephrase yourself there, buddy.
Yes, officer. Yes, officer. This one.
Yes, officer. This man wants to stop people.
This man right here.
But yeah, no. So consensus. What do the councilmen think? Albert is okay with it. He gave it a
I'm-
3.5 on Letterboxd.
Well, out of
5.
5.
Oh,
Okay.
out
Yeah.
of 5.
I gave it a 2, but yeah, whatever.
It's still better. It's still
I
better
don't
than
have
Suicide.
Letterboxd.
Still better than Suicide Squad and Justice League. At least this is the movie when Justice League is half of a movie.
Okay, here. Wait, here. Everyone's saying, like, the top is like this and they just stay flat. This is how it is for me, okay? When I'm watching Wonder Woman. It's like, this is the top, this is the bottom. It's more like around here.
In the middle.
Not the middle. This is the bottom, Bert. So it's like a quarter up from the bottom. That's from the Themyscira scene. Then it, slopes down. It just flats at the bottom, and then it gets kind of cool when she's fighting Cheetah, and the Maxwell scene appears and just like drops all the way down again. At least Suicide Squad, it's like goes up, and like sharp drop.
We thought it's a sharp drop in Suicide Squad.
I mean, at least for Suicide
The
Squad,
ending.
some of the actions are pretty cool. Like
Yeah, like when the fire dude like
the
shows
guy
his true
just-
form.
Yeah, his true form. That's pretty sick. That's at least pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Basically, like everything up until the fire, basically everything until they do the tossing scene. That's when it drastically dropped down.
Yeah. And I kind of
Yeah.
like the part where like Deadshot just he turned on his aimbot and just started hacking.
Yeah, see, even in Suicide Squad, I like that more because there are at least cool scenes in it that I wouldn't mind seeing again. Wonder Woman, I don't want to see any part of it again.
Yeah,
Wonder
there-
Woman 1984.
At least when you mention it, at least I'd be like, oh, at least the actions would be pretty cool or something. But no, like the car scene in Arab or whatever, not that
Yeah.
interesting. Like Fast Furious with a bunch of Vin Diesel and family bullshit. They can make it more entertaining than what Wonder Woman did with her lasso.
With her Peugeot that somehow managed to stop
to
an
ram a tank in. A small
Ram
hatchback
it.
that she bought for like $100.
Just
Ram the
stole
tank.
that car. No, she paid for it, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the point is like Fast Furious can like do that scene like better than Wonder Woman did. So like
Yeah.
there's no action, the story is weird, the plot is like all over the place and it's too weird fantastical. And I'm just like, what is this then?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
So
I'm with Kelvin. I'm giving it a 2, at most 2.5. I'm inclined to give it a 2 though.
yeah, I was thinking of giving a 2.5, but I'm like, nah, 2.
I am
I can't
stern.
think of any memorable scene. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it.
What about the scene where the old man is like, I asked for a farm, but I didn't mean here, and the cows everywhere.
It's honestly I kind of forgot about that. It was,
That's so
it
dumb.
was,
That's
it was
so
funny
dumb.
at first when I saw it. I was
That's
like,
pretty funny, but like
Kelvin's face is just
Yeah,
like,
that was pretty funny.
it's so
it was
dumb.
pretty
It's so
funny,
dumb.
but it's not like the one that made me laugh my ass off kind of thing. I'm
No.
just
No,
like,
it-
I don't,
You
I
just
don't-
kinda no, I just kinda NE, like I nose like say like that's it.
yeah. It's not like we're like, oh, funniest shit I've ever seen. I'm not Jimmy Fallon. I'm not gonna go like that. No, it's like, it's not that funny. It's just like, huh. Okay.
no, the thing for me about that joke is I laughed because I saw the cows. But I like
Mhm.
the joke about how it's his wish doesn't make sense because wishing for a farm does not equal
Cows.
cows in the middle of
Cows.
the city unless you're doing that whole thing like the Fairly Odd Parents episode where the genie does the whole like gives you wish, but like unless you're very specific about it, like he'll do it in like weird ways. Yeah, but they never implied that. They just implied they'll give you
I mean-
exactly what you want.
I mean, it's based the wish is based on how Maxwell Lord perceive it, right? So like He perceived farms as just cows. He perceived apex
Well,
predators as
Maxwell.
fucking cheetah. So you know.
Well, that's why he's not a great businessman to start with.
I guess fine.
Great, but it can be better.
He's not very knowledgeable then.
He's not.
He's completely broke.
So
Yeah,
our consensus, I guess. Oh, Albert, do you want to say something else?
No, I was about to say that 3.5. It's a little bit generous for me, but there is like I don't like the whole story, but there are still moments in the film which I think are pretty good and like better than like some of the stuff in like Suicide Squad or like Justice League. So that's why.
Okay,
But
I haven't
upon,
seen.
upon further rewatch and everything, it might drop in it.
I haven't seen Suicide Squad and etc. So I can't say anything.
I feel like
You
upon
really
rewatch,
No, I haven't seen Suicide Squad.
I feel like upon rewatch, Wonder Woman will just get worse and worse. For me, I guess, and I guess I can say this for Ariq too. If we were to rewatch Suicide Squad, we'll be like, nice for some
Yeah.
scenes.
Some scenes were really like, yeah, and then especially when what's his name? I forgot. That guy's head blew up. The one that can
Yeah.
climb everything. That was a
Whiplash.
Slipknot,
Slipknot.
Slipknot.
Why did I say Whiplash? What the hell? Whiplash is the Iron Man guy.
the whip dude.
Yeah. But yeah. So at least like Suicide Squad has like some actions that you can rewatch.
Mhm. All right.
Wonder Woman.
So the Councilman consensus for Wonder Woman 1984. It's not that good. It's not good. It's not that. No. I renounce that statement. It's bad.
I renounce my viewership. I've never watched Wonder Woman 94.
Honestly, it's a waste of time
Mhm.
for me. At least when watching it, it feels like a waste of time.
Yeah, it's a long film.
It's 2 hours 30 minutes of nothing happening.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
At least you see, yeah. At least Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that was like a well-written movie, and that thing is like extremely long.
Yeah, but at least that one use Once Upon a Time. At least sure sometimes there isn't much things happening, but when things gets going, it do be good. It do get going.
And
Yeah.
it does have a very cool ending. So
Yeah.
Fun.
At least it's memorable, right? By like in 2 weeks, I probably forgot the whole thing about Wonder Woman.
I bet somebody asked like, "Wait,
1984.
did you watch Wonder Woman 1884?" I'm like 1884. I'm like, huh? Oh, maybe. Oh, I think I did. Yeah. I was like, let's be
Yeah.
like, what? It would be like, huh?
All right. So
Fun
is
fact:
that
this is the second longest DCEU film. Batman v
Oh,
Superman is longer by 1 minute.
well bad choice to make this movie. I mean, like it's a sequel.
The shortest one is Birds of Prey.
Sequels never goes well, I
I
guess.
haven't watched that.
All right, so yeah, to wrap it up then. Now we are done, right, with our bashing of Wonder Woman 84.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
we've been bashing it for 40 minutes. It's almost as bad. It's almost as bad as what's that thing? The New Warriors thing that we bashed on. Like
Oh,
last
yeah.
year?
Oh,
When was the last time we did a full-on spoiler review for something? I don't remember.
Very rare, honestly, because most of the time you're the only one that watched it, and we are like, not yet.
Yeah.
They're like 3 months later, then we're like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
watched that.
Yeah, we're just like, yeah, I just watched that movie.
oh yeah,
like
it's
3
pretty
months
shit.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the rare times we actually watch something quite in sync, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so let's wrap it up, I guess. Let's start from Albert, from the one that likes Wonder Woman the most. Albert.
Is that the new bullying?
All right. Follow. I'll plug the Councilmen as well. Follow me at Wiradharma on Twitter and Instagram. See my posts there, I guess. Subscribe to the YouTube channel Jaw Movies, where you want to see more video version of this Councilman show. Follow the Councilmen at Councilman Show on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to see the latest photos of Kelvin and Teguh together and me and Ariq meeting each other, check it out in the Councilman Instagram page and on Twitter as well. Follow us there. And subscribe to the Councilmen at called The Councilmen in anywhere you listen to podcasts, audio, and Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everything like that. In 2021, it's going to be a great year.
Yes. We
Hopefully.
hope it's a great.
Hopefully. Yes.
All right. Blue My Smith.
Okay. So you can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria, and you can find me at Steam. You can add me on Steam at the Blue Smith. Go back to episode 5, which is definitely much better than Wonder Woman 84. It just
Nice.
is. It just is.
It also is shorter, I think.
I think
Pretty sure
like
it's
half-
short term.
I
I'm
think it's
pretty.
like half the time.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh yeah.
Teguh.
You can find me on Instagram at TG23399 and on Steam as Deep Fried Tofu. Yeah,
Name never changing.
Name
Name.
pending.
change. I do kind of want to change my name. I just don't know what to change it to.
You still couldn't find anything better than deep fried tofu.
No, I don't want to. Like at that time, I was really craving deep fried tofu. I'm not craving anything as much as that, right? Like,
Are you
Okay.
sure? you just changed your name, not so hungry anymore.
Yeah, because I was kind of hungry earlier because I was hungry, and then literally like when we were ranting about Wonder Woman 84, I just started cooking, and then I ate. I just finished eating, so I'm not so hungry anymore.
Yeah, I heard the
Okay.
clickety clacketing of the goose utensils.
Utensils.
Yes, because I don't know. I want to say spoon, but I don't know if you're using spoon or not.
I was, yes.
Utensils.
Spoon
Yeah,
and
there
chop.
you go. Yeah, and you guys can find me on Instagram at KYA27. We forgot to do the whole banner thing, didn't we?
Here we go.
At Instagram at KY27 and on I don't know Twitch. Screw that. Probably if we do the console play again at Disco Monkey 027 and my YouTube channel at Disco Monkey. All right, that's about it.
Right. I looked it up. The last time we did a full-on spoiler was for another kind of shit film, Rise of
Right.
Skywalker. So
All right.
Okay, so we
Well, we
spoiler
did- we did
review
compensate
shit
for Soul
films.
today.
Nice.
we did compensate with Soul today. So you know,
No, here's the thing.
and we did spoiler the end game.
Here's the thing. Good movies, most of the time, there are less to talk about than bad movies.
Unless they're like really good and we talk about the moments, like
Yeah,
Infinity War and Endgame.
like Infinity War Endgame, that's a different thing because
It's
Yeah.
like it's years, like decade leading up to that. Soul is just like, there's a movie, a good one.
yeah, a standalone movie. I don't think we have much to say most of the time. Like Soul,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
only spend like 20 minutes or less talking about it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But it was good.
it was
It's a
good.
good movie,
Yeah.
but our
Yeah.
opinions pretty much agree. That's why there's nothing to talk about. We're like, yeah,
Yeah.
we find it for the good. Agree, done. We're done.
Alright. So Soul is really good. Wonder Woman is meh, and the Councilman has spoken. We'll see you on the next episode. 2021.